Greetings and welcome to Doc's Herbal Corner. I am your host, Dr. Stephen Tates. Join me as we explore the science and mysteries of the herbal kingdom. You will learn about properties, functions, and physical responses plants and herbs can and will have on your body. This will help you separate fact from fiction. But before we get started with our lesson plan for today, I want to test your basic knowledge on plants and herbs. So grab your pen or pencil and let's get started. Our question for today is a true or false question. Filtered water is just as effective as spring or distilled water. At the end of this segment, we will give you the answer. Our lesson plan today, although it's not on plants and herbs, is on what I feel is one of the number one essence of life, basically to our survival, and that's water. That's one of the reasons why we have this beautiful background of running water. Water is the primary essence of our life. We're more than 75% fluid, and most of that is either water or in a water-based chemicals. So naturally, the primary or number one ingredient we need for our body is water. And that's not juice, soda, tea, milk, alcohol. We're not talking about any other kind of fluid. We are talking about water. And what is unique is our body knows the difference between water and any other fluid you give it. So we can't fool it. I've had people come to me that are dehydrated. Skin is very dry. They have kidney inflammation or lower back pain, which in many cases is kidney inflammation because of lack of water causes the kidneys to swell, which pushes up against the lower back. This is simply from a lack of water. And they'll come to me and say, well, I'm juicing my vegetables and I'm blending my fruit juices and I'm drinking my herb teas, so I'm getting plenty of water or fluid, as they would say, in my system. I've even seen some of the marketing hypes that talks about just juice, don't have to worry about water, you're getting enough water. Wrong, wrong, wrong. The body knows the difference. You can put lemon in the water, and if you put lemon in your water, it changes how your body processes the water. It's actually no longer water, it's a fluid. So there is a major difference. So you can drink fluids all day long and still be extremely dehydrated. And how do you know you're dehydrated? Skin gets very dry. Some people, they stop sweating. And they brag about the fact that they can not sweat anymore. I can sit out in the sun, I can work out all day, and I don't even sweat. And they think that's good. No, the body needs to sweat to throw out liquid impurities. But when you don't drink enough water, then it cannot do that job. And there's a debate over how much water we need to get in our system. But standard approaches, minimum standard approaches, is half your body weight in ounces. What does this mean? If I weigh 200 pounds, at a minimum, I need to get 100 ounces of water in a day. And that's spread out through the course of the day. That's not all at one time. You don't grab a big jug like you got some moonshine and you're just trying to chug that water down, because what you do is you tend to overload the system. It's going to go in quickly, it's going to come out quickly. So like a dry sponge that you found under the sink, if you take that dry sponge and dunk it in the water and pour it out, you can do that all day long. It's still going to be dry. But if you take that sponge and you put it in the water slowly and start to massage it, start to work it, what happens? That sponge starts to become re-moisturized again. So we have to look at our system as a system that is like a dry sponge when we don't drink enough water. So we have to get that water spread out through the course of the day. So say you need to get that 100 ounces minimum in a day. What you need to do is you need to get in at least 1 to 2 8-ounce glasses of water every hour for the first 10 to 12 hours the course of the day. Now, there are some exceptions. If you've had kidney failure or you're on dialysis and you've been restricted in your fluids, then you have to follow your doctor's orders with that. But if you've been restricted in your fluids, what you want to do is make sure that that primary fluid is, again, water. Because one of the problems you had with your kidneys is the lack of water. That's like a catch-22. Now you got kidney failure and your body can't hold on to the water, the number one ingredient you needed to have to keep you from having kidney failure in the first place.